Ever wondered how Bitcoin started? Who launched this digital revolution and why? Today, we'll delve into the intriguing world of Bitcoin, exploring its genesis, its mysterious creator, and its price history year by year. We'll unravel how this digital currency has evolved from an obscure concept to a global phenomenon, and how its halving events have spurred dramatic bull runs, creating millionaires around the globe. So buckle up as we take you on a journey back in time to the birth of Bitcoin. The tale of Bitcoin begins in the year 2008. The world was on the brink of financial meltdown, and trust in traditional financial systems was eroding. The Occupy Wall Street movement was on its way in the near future, but the world didn't know that at the time. Amidst this chaos, an unknown entity, going by the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto, published a 9-page white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This set the stage for a financial revolution. The core idea of this white paper was a proposal for a decentralized currency, Bitcoin, which would operate without a central authority. Unlike traditional currencies, Bitcoin would be governed by cryptographic proof instead of trusting banks, ensuring transparency and eliminating the need for an intermediary. It was a radical concept, challenging the very fabric of traditional financial systems. Nakamoto's vision was crystal clear: a peer-to-peer version of electronic cash that would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. Bitcoin was designed to solve the double spending problem that plagued digital currencies by implementing a timestamp server and proof-of-work system. This was a groundbreaking shift in the world of finance. So no wonder politicians whose campaigns are funded by big banking spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt regarding cryptocurrencies every chance they have. Politicians ramble like uninformed idiots, discouraging Bitcoin and crypto on mainstream media every chance they have, in an attempt to please big banks and others who have no interest in doing what is best for mankind. What if the US government had embraced crypto in the beginning and given power to the citizens instead of attempting to prop up their big bank donors? How much wealth could have been created by all citizens? Thankfully, the biggest bull run in crypto history is coming soon, and we all still have time. Investing in crypto is for everyone, not just 1%. The Bitcoin network was brought to life shortly after the release of the white paper. Nakamoto himself mined the first block of Bitcoin, famously embedding the text, "The Times 03 Jan 2009 Chancellor, on brink of second bailout for banks." This message was a nod to the financial instability of the time and a clear indication of Bitcoin's founding principle: a decentralized currency free from the whims of traditional banking systems. Nakamoto's white paper was more than just a proposal. It was the blueprint for a financial revolution. It set the groundwork for a new form of currency that was immune to inflation, free from government control, and enabled truly anonymous transactions. And thus, on January 3, 2009, the first block of Bitcoin, known as the Genesis block, was mined. This marked the beginning of the Bitcoin network and the start of a new era in the financial world. It was the genesis of a currency that would go on to not only challenge, but also change our understanding of money. But who is Satoshi Nakamoto? A person? A group? The mystery remains unsolved. This enigma has been the subject of intense speculation and countless theories. Some believe Satoshi Nakamoto is a pseudonym for a single elusive genius, while others propose it's a code name for a collective of crypto enthusiasts or even a high-tech company. Over the years, numerous individuals have been linked to this moniker, from computer scientists to cryptographers, even business magnates. Yet none of these theories have been definitively proven. Despite extensive investigations and the relentless curiosity of the crypto world, the true identity of Bitcoin's creator remains shrouded in mystery. This enigmatic figure, or figures, not only conceived Bitcoin, but also wrote its original white paper and mined the first block, known as the Genesis block. Then, as abruptly as they appeared, Satoshi Nakamoto disappeared from the internet in 2010, leaving behind a revolution. Bitcoin's financial journey was a roller coaster ride from the very beginning. The first real-world transaction involving Bitcoin took place in May 2010, where a programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz made a rather unusual purchase. He bought not a car, not a house, but 2 pizzas. And the price? A whopping 10,000 Bitcoins. Back then, Bitcoin was practically worthless in terms of fiat currency, so it might seem like he got a good deal. But with today's valuation, those pizzas would be worth millions. In the early years, Bitcoin was like a Wild West. There were no regulations, no central banks, and no predictable patterns. It was a brand new frontier, with all the excitement and risk that entails. The price fluctuated wildly, often based on nothing more than rumor and speculation. But it was in 2011 that we saw the first major price spike. A single Bitcoin, which had been worth mere cents at the start of the year, suddenly shot up to nearly $30 in June. If you thought this was the start of a smooth upward trajectory, you'd be mistaken. Almost as quickly as it rose, it crashed back down, and by the end of the year, it was worth just $2. This wasn't just a bubble bursting. It was a wake-up call. Bitcoin wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It was a volatile and unpredictable beast. But it was also a sign of what was to come. Despite the crash, Bitcoin had proven that it could hold real-world value. It had shown that it was more than just an idea or a theory. It was a real, tangible thing that you could use to buy real, tangible things. By the end of 2011, Bitcoin had established itself, but the best was yet to come. The early years were a roller coaster, but they were just the beginning. As we'll see, the real excitement was still to come. So buckle up, because the ride was about to get a whole lot wilder. You may have heard of the term Bitcoin halving, but what does it mean? And how does it impact the price of Bitcoin? Well, let's dive right in. Bitcoin halving is a process that is hard-coded into Bitcoin's protocol by its creator, the elusive Satoshi Nakamoto. It's an event that takes place roughly every 4 years, or after every 210,000 blocks are mined. During this event, the reward that miners receive for adding new transactions to the blockchain is cut in half. But why is this significant? It's because this process affects the rate at which new Bitcoins are created, and consequently, the total number of Bitcoins that will ever exist. This scarcity, akin to gold or other precious metals, is a key feature of Bitcoin that attracts many investors. Now, let's travel back in time to the first Bitcoin halving event that occurred in November of 2012. Prior to the halving, Bitcoin's price was around $12. A year later, it had skyrocketed to over $1,000. A significant bull run, wouldn't you say? Fast forward to the next halving event in July of 2016. This time around, the price of Bitcoin was about $650. Yet again, a year later, it had soared to nearly $20,000 by December of 2017. These dramatic price increases following the halving events are not coincidental. The halving reduces the supply of new Bitcoins, creating a kind of supply shock. As the demand for Bitcoin continues to grow, this limited supply can cause the price to surge, leading to a bull run. However, it's important to note that while the halving events have historically been triggers for bull runs, they are not the sole factor driving Bitcoin's price. Other factors such as global economic conditions, regulatory news, and technological advancements also play a significant role. The halving events have historically been triggers for Bitcoin's price to reach new heights. So, will the next halving event bring about another bull run? The better question may be, why wouldn't it? It takes a while for newbies to understand this, but wealth is created with altcoins during bull runs. For more information about altcoins, you can visit cmgcrypto.com. Fast forward to today, Bitcoin has come a long way since its inception. It's like a roller coaster ride, full of thrilling ascents, sudden drops, and heart-stopping twists and turns. Let's take a moment to reflect on some of the significant events in Bitcoin's recent history. The year 2017 stands out as a landmark year for the cryptocurrency, a year when it reached an all-time high. It was a euphoric time for Bitcoin enthusiasts, as the price of a single Bitcoin soared to nearly $20,000. It was a remarkable milestone, symbolizing the shift from a fringe hobby for tech enthusiasts to a mainstream financial phenomenon. However, the peak was followed by a precipitous crash. The year 2018 saw Bitcoin's value plummet, a stark reminder of the volatility inherent in the world of cryptocurrencies. It was a period of tumult and uncertainty, with many questioning the viability of Bitcoin and similar digital currencies. But as we've seen time and again, Bitcoin is nothing if not resilient. Over the ensuing years, it gradually clawed its way back. By the end of 2020, Bitcoin had not only recovered its losses, but had surpassed its previous high, reaching new astronomical heights. And it's not just about the price. The growing acceptance of Bitcoin by mainstream financial institutions is another key development. Once viewed with skepticism, Bitcoin is now being embraced by a growing number of banks, investment firms, and even governments. This is a testament to its enduring appeal and potential as a viable alternative to traditional currencies. The ETF approval expected to happen in 2024 will attract trillions of dollars in institutional funds into the crypto market and is expected to spark the biggest bull run in history. Many experts expect Bitcoin to blow past its all-time high of $69,000 per coin. Yet for all its successes, Bitcoin's journey is far from over. It continues to face challenges, from regulatory hurdles to questions about its environmental impact. But as we've seen, Bitcoin has a knack for defying the odds and confounding the skeptics. Sometimes common sense cuts through political agendas. From a mysterious beginning to a globally recognized digital asset, Bitcoin has truly revolutionized the financial world. And who knows what the future holds for this digital currency? One thing's for certain, though. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just a curious observer, the story of Bitcoin is a fascinating one. And it's a story that's still being written. We hope you received value from this information, and if you did, you will consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to this channel. Better yet, you probably have a friend or family member who could benefit from this content. Why not take a minute and share it with them now? This is not financial advice, but if you have not yet invested in Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, we hope you will continue your self-education and get yourself positioned before the upcoming bull run. Now is the time, because of the expected ETF approval. Trillions of dollars will ultimately flow into the crypto space from financial institutions, making the upcoming bull run the largest ever. This is only going to happen once. To continue your education, we would like to recommend the free report that will share with you how you can actually earn free Bitcoin. That report is available at www.igetminefree.com. That website again is www.igetminefree.com. Check out the report, and your comments and feedback are always appreciated. Don't procrastinate, the time is now.